Hello everyone, I'm Tricia Joy Garcia from Business Department. Technology is now part of our lives in every aspect, on education, health, and work. It plays significant role nowadays because it does things without consuming much time and also bring convenience for us. On education, technology indeed big help for 21st century students to think critically and be creative. There's a website, app, and more that can help them improve their skills and gain knowledge. Like this app. Storybird app is a digital tool for designing visual stories. It is a great learner-based online tool for readers and writers. Students can design picture book on their own or work in teams to create visually appealing representation of their knowledge. Students can also read the stories of 9 million writers in more than 100 countries around the world. This digital tool is not just for writing stories but also for reading and telling stories. I'll teach you how to use it and how will you utilize it for language skill enhancement of the students. When you open the app, it will direct you to the timeline where you can see the updates of the writers about their stories. The bell icon on the upper left side is the notification, and the upper right side is the search icon where you can search the title of the story or search the name of the writer. The next icon beside the timeline is the stories where as you can see, there's a different stories from different writers. You can choose what kind of story you want to browse. Beside the search icon, there are options that says picture book, long form chapter, comic, flash fiction, lastly poetry. You can choose what story you want to read. You can open the story by clicking its picture, then it will direct you to the story. Tap the right side of the slide of the picture to proceed to next page. Tap left side of the slide if you want to go to previous page. You may also tap the full screen for better readings. Next is the write icon. Here, you can write or create your own picture book, stories, and poetry with visualization. But reading stories and poems are free. But writing stories, there is a premium version that requiring you to pay before you write your story. Next icon is for suggested stories to read, and can help students in their writing skills. The last icon is for your account or the menu of the app. To show you how can you use the Storybird app in enhancing the language skill of the students, we will show you how to help them in improving pronunciation through storytelling.
Storybird is truly beneficial for both teacher and students. It can make the teaching and learning process more interesting. Using this app, students will be able to read and write picture books, long form chapters, comics, flash fictions, and poetries. And today we're gonna use it to read a piece under flash fiction. Students, listen as I tell you the story of Big Ears. Big Ears. Big Ears is a little mouse that lives with her parents and two old brothers in a little house her parents built inside a tree's hole. She is the youngest member of the family and the only girl. That's why her father doesn't let her do the same things as her brothers do. And she can't stand it. She doesn't like helping her mother in the kitchen. She prefers to go out to the forest with her friends. Who is Big Ears again? Yes, she is a little mouse that lives with her parents and two old brothers. What does she prefers to do instead of helping her mother? Right, she prefers to go out with her friends to the forest. One day, Big Ears asked her parents if she could go out to the forest with her friends. Her father, who was sitting on the sofa, stopped reading the newspaper and answered, "Sorry, sweetie, your mother needs some help in the kitchen." And then he continued reading the newspaper. Big Ears put her ears down and went to the kitchen to help her mother to make dinner. What did Big Ears do when her father didn't allow her to go out? Right, she put her ears down and went to the kitchen to help her mother to make dinner. The next day, Big Ears asked her mother if she could go out with her friends. But her mother told her to ask her father. Big Ears went to the living room where her father was sitting, reading the newspaper, and asked, "Daddy, can I go out to the forest today? Please, please, please." But her father answered as always, "Sorry, sweetie, but you have to help mom with the dinner." And then he continued reading. But this time, Big Ears did not move. She was really angry. She stood in front of her father and shouted at him, "I can't go out because I'm a girl. Instead of asking me to help mom, you could make dinner for us today." What did Big Ears do this time? Right, she was really angry and stood in front of her father and then shouted at him. Again, Big Ears is an example of flash fiction from Storybird. By the way, I am Edna de la Cruz from BISED Department, encouraging you to use Storybird.